I'm gonna light my house on fire. I'm gonna light my house on fire. I recorded half an episode and then I looked down and I forgot to press record. Woo, woo. I was having a beautiful day. And we're going to turn this shit around, okay? Because I'm in a good mood this week. The last couple of weeks, I have been, I've just not been hitting my stride. I woke up this morning. I called an innocent woman with a rolling coolar a cocksucker at the farmer's market, whilst forgetting that I had my sunroof open with my son in the vehicle. I shouldn't be using that kind of language in general. It's a gay slur. Gay slur. We're 30 seconds in. Here we fucking go. I woke up this morning. I review the footage. I review the comments. I am very aware that aesthetically, I'm not giving it my all whilst recording these episodes. It's not on purpose. Every week I'm like, I'm about to fucking show up for these hoes, okay? I am going to ruin these dirty sluts' days by popping on a concealer, hitting you with a lip color, and a fresh blow dry. But I don't want to leave the audience in shambles when I put effort in, so I'm not doing it to you. Also, everyone should be fucking aware that my obliques have popped through, okay? They've been gone for about 1 year and 4 months, but they're back. It's been longer than that, let's be honest. They are back with a vengeance, okay? I am swimming in these pants right now. Swimming. The oblique is protruding, okay? I could shank a hoe with these fucking obliques. You are not ready for me. Leo season is upon us, okay? I had a very sexual encounter with my Uber driver, David, yesterday on a way to a paella party. A paella party, okay? I love paella. If there's one thing that you take away from this week's episode is that Jackie Schimmel called an innocent woman a cocksucker in front of her children, and I love paella. And that's all you fucking need to know about me for the rest of my days. Not proud, but I live without secrets. I have a gay old chuckle when I'm on TikTok late at night after I read my books, and I see these broken souls trying to cancel influencers, other podcasters, this, that, the other thing. It's rampant out there, okay? And you know who is skating, figure skating, serpentining, like once again, Michelle Kwan on the wafer-thin ice rink of being canceled? Triple Axel, it's me, honey. It's me. Untouched. Don't care. Try me. I won't apologize. I've got no fucking secrets, but it is wild out there. What was I saying? It's over for you hoes. I couldn't get it together today because I had it so together last night. I looked so cute last night. Did I take a picture? No. Did I hit you with my Sephora sale pics? No. Am I gonna in the newsletter? Probably. But I'm just living in the moment, having paella, saffron all over my undercarriage. I get in the Uber. Andrew is golfing with our guy friends. We're going to meet at the party. And I get in my Uber and I have the most attractive driver named David, okay? I get in the car. He says, "You smell." He looks me dead in my eye, okay? With those hazel eyes. Cute Kelly Clarkson. Behind these hazel eyes. God, I love Kelly Clarkson. I thought she was going to be at the party last night. My friend Jocko, you might know him from the Kelly Clarkson show. Okay. That's right. That's what we call a name drop. He's her guitarist. I was like, if Kelly Clarkson's there, I will pass away. I will actually pass away. I am taken by Kelly Clarkson. I don't get misty or foamy around celebrities. Kelly Clarkson will do it for me. I just love her. I love her bangs. I love her. I love her like a sister. I love paella, Kelly Clarkson, and calling innocent bystanders cocksuckers. Jackie, why did you call her a cocksucker? I'm going to tell you something. There's certain people in this world. We're not whores, we're horses. And some people are enticed by a carrot and some people need a whip. And then there's the broken souls at the farmer's market with mousy brown hair and no sense of urgency who stand in the middle of a prime parking spot. Okay, we're making eye contact. The blinker is on. the hymns of Clyde screaming, needing a croissant are clearly in the distance because my sunroof was open. And this dumb bitch, okay, let's name her. I gotta name the puppy. I'm gonna call her... Ooh, what's her name? Cassidy, okay? Cassidy. Fucking Cassidy is standing in my parking spot, gabbing away, okay, with a little, she's got some sunflowers, which says everything. She's got a hearty stock of sunflowers, and she's got a rolling cooler and 2 kids in, sensible rubber sandals and dinosaur t-shirts. We make eye contact. She's gabbing away. All she'd have to do is move 3.5 feet to the left so that I can park and she can continue her sad Sunday conversations, okay? The blinker is on. The eye contact is made. Just needs to the left. Everything you own in a cooler, to the left, Cassidy. And I'm hardly chill. So I'm making eye contact. I'm very visibly, the blinker is on. I'm getting theatrical. And then I finally just go, oh, this fucking cocksucker. It's not a lovely thing to say. If I was a woman of taste and grace, I would omit that. I would omit from admitting that on a microphone. But I said it. And in the heat of the moment, I meant it. I don't know what that means. It was just the first thing that came to mind. And I thought, would I be offended if someone called me a cocksucker? Of course not. I don't know anyone that would. I'd like to bring it back because I think on the Richter scale of what's offensive, I find that to be a 1 at best, If anything, it's a compliment to anybody, really. I don't know that she has the opportunity to suck cock, Maybe that's how she stays married. I don't know, okay? It rolled off the tongue, and I'm better than that. And I shouldn't say things like that in front of my son because I believe the children are our future, and he's a sponge. Oh, God, if Clyde looked at me and said, cocksucker, I'd send him to fucking Yale. I don't know. I'd be so proud, but we're gonna clean it up around here. And she just didn't move. She just didn't move until her friend, who's back to me, turned around, felt the rev of my engine. Oh, wait, what was I gonna say? Okay, the horses that don't respond to the carrot or the whip, you know what happens to them? They get fucking put down or run over. Okay, by a broken, concealerless, oblique-popping cocksucker in an SUV, okay? That's what happens. It's a life lesson, okay? We've come full circle. What else was I saying? Oh, me and my fucking, the sexual tension. Listen, I'm a quiet, cold, preferred, silent Uber passenger. But first he said I smelt amazing. Then, I kid you not, after 3.5 minutes of silence, he looks at me and he says, "You have a really beautiful energy." I was like, David, somebody get some parchment or what? Get a seat liner, okay? Because I'm about to slip out of this fucking Suburban. Beautiful light? Was it light or energy? It doesn't matter. Let's go with both. Let's embellish here. Okay? I was like, it caught me off guard, quite frankly. And I was like, am I moving into your condo in Woodland Hills? Because after that, the floodgates were up. And I'm like, where'd you grow up, David? Are you from around here? Oh, I love that area. What's your favorite restaurant? Great. Have you ever tried the kebab place? I know everything about his family. I know that he's the middle child. He's got an older sister, a younger brother. The brother lives in Seattle. The sister lives in Newbury Park. She's got 2 kids. He just got out of a relationship. His parents his dad passed away. His mother lives in Glendale. I suggested a kebab place that's very good. I asked him if he ever went to Pasadena because he grew up around there. I mean, I know everything about this person. as we're pulling up to my friend Jocko's birthday party, Andrew, my dad, and like a couple of like our best guy friends are all walking up the hill. I get out of the car. I said, Andrew, keep fucking walking. Do not kiss me. Do not hold me. This is David. He's going to raise your child. You don't know me. Let me just have this moment. Let me have this moment. David was probably like in his 20s. He gave me such a pep in my step. I walked into that party. I pounded paella, all for David, because he just made me feel so alive. And I'm having a great weekend. A great weekend. Okay, this is what I wanted to talk about. So about 5 years ago, we took this podcast on tour, and it was some of the darkest moments of my life. I hated every second of it. And there were highs, there were lows. The shows were fine. I can be honest, okay? Hindsight's 2020. I do think that the Bitch Bible Live Tour was the start of coronavirus, because the timing was not great. It was mid-February 2020. The world shut down approximately 2 weeks after we ended the tour. And I was just like ill-prepared. You know, I was going into it with the wrong headspace. I wasn't ready. I wasn't excited. I was kind of cosplaying what I thought a live show was supposed to be. And it just didn't make sense. I had an epiphany about a week and a half ago. And, you know, I feel like everybody is touring right now and everyone's like sprinkling their sauce and doing their thing. And what I envision, this is not like a hard launch, by the way. This is just something I'm thinking about. I'm dabbling with the idea. I historically pop the fuck off in the summers, okay? Once that temperature hits 85 and above, you know, I get swamp tits, all the planets align in my favor for Leo season. And I'm just ready to fucking rumble. And actually, you know what solidified it for me? When I called that innocent woman a cocksucker at approximately 7:48 a.m. this morning with my kid in the car, like going to, you know, grope local organic carrots, I thought, Jackie, I feel like this is a sign from the universe that maybe you need to go out on tour. Maybe you got to hit the road. And because it is a big if, I got to really like work out logistics here. If I do go on tour again, I want it to be a comforting, communal, safe experience for me and the audience. You know, I don't need to razzle dazzle tap dance on a stage. I want it to be like we are sitting in my living room, okay, where I am the most relaxed every day, every fucking day of my life at 6 p.m. or 7 p.m., depending on my childcare situation. I take a steaming hot shower, okay? I take off my makeup. I put my hair in a scrunchie. I take my bra off. I let my tits hit the marble floors. Okay, ice cold, baby. I put on some form of a sensible pajama set, very breathable, some socks, a crusty robe. I light all of my candles, my fireplace. I sit on my sofa. I ring my martini bell. I get an ice cold martini. I watch my stories, and then after half of the martini has settled within my system, I hit pause. I either phone a best friend, trap who's ever in my home, make them sit with me, and then I talk violent shit about people, places, or things until dinner time. Then I proceed with the rest of my housewives. I take a unisom with my stem cells on my face, and then I conk the fuck out and rise and grind with the sun. And I thought if I could create a protected space to really go there, you know, really talk shit. We're not glamming. We're not putting heels on. I want you bitches to roll through in whatever makes you the most comfortable. Pajamas, crusty robes, put your retainers in, okay? Shove some blue cheese olives in a Ziploc bag in your bra, or lack thereof, in your undercarriage, and let's just get fucking weird. Let's get really weird. Let's get niche. Let's talk violent shit about fucking nothing. I also have been going through, this is where it gets really dark. I have been going through this flash drive that my dad gifted me last year for the holidays that he hasn't even been through. He just sent the tapes away to be digitized. My sister hasn't gone through it. We are talking hundreds of hours of footage, okay? Some of this footage is so problematic and embarrassing. My cousin Joe was over months ago and we were just like going through it, okay? And we stumbled on, I'm not going to blow it. We stumbled on this video that I must have filmed when I was 14, 15. Like I had missed the window for it to be like funny. Like now it was getting weird because I was getting too old. Like I probably had my driver's permit. It should not have been doing these videos. Like it's just weird. Like why am I not like sneaking Smirnoff Ice at a sleepover at this point in life? Like why am I alone in my bedroom like doing these bits? It's so... Joe looks at me, okay, and she's seen all the pieces of me. Like she's done my whole life with me, okay, knows me through and through. She looked at me and she said, Jackie, this is the most embarrassing thing I have ever seen in my life. And I physically am so uncomfortable watching this. Like, you have to turn this off. She's like, I want to die for you. Like, I want to die. And I was like, thank you so much. Pause. Refill time. Like, it's so embarrassing. It's so truly problematic and embarrassing. And I don't want to sit with it alone. Like, that's not what I said to Andrew. I'm like, I need as many people that I trust, you know, in a safe, protected space to see these videos so that I know I'm not the only person watching this movie. Like, I'm so embarrassed that I need to shake it and I need to purge it. I need it out in the universe intentionally because I don't want to live with this lingering on a hard drive. Like, I need to get it out. That's my therapy. I need to get it the fuck out, okay? With stem cells on my face, I want to be rocking on a cold stage or like on the floor in the audience, sipping a martini. I want like a geriatric slumber party vibe. And then we all are in bed by 9, you know, like we cut to the fucking chase. We light candles. We make it a safe environment. We wear our ugly pajamas. We're all of a certain age. You know, I feel like the people that listen to this podcast, like we are in a certain bracket of life. You know what I mean? I'm not talking tax bracket. I'm talking a broken bracket where we're not broken. We're stable. We know what we like. And we need to be with like-minded creatures, you know? I want to do it. I want the camaraderie. I want the social experiment. I want the stem cells. What if I bought like tons of human stem cells? Is that illegal? And I packed them. Speaking of, I need to find, what's her face? Cassidy. I need to borrow her rolling igloo cooler or whatever the fuck it was. Her insulated roller. And I need to pack it with stem cells. And I need to fly to the Midwest and show everyone my 5th grade multicultural performance. All you need to know is there was a kimono and there were some other fucking costumes that I don't want to talk about. So when I first started taking Viia, I honestly wasn't sure what to expect. I've never been a big CBD girly, but I took their product finder quiz, which recommended their Revive CBD Relief gummies, and they have made a huge difference for me. I've been taking them in the evenings after dinner, and they've really helped me unwind, unload. I can even feel the difference in my energy levels the next day too. I absolutely love them. If you haven't tried Viia yet, you're seriously missing out whether you need to unwind, refocus, or pretend you have your life together. Viia is here to enhance your everyday and probably your night too. With 500,000 happy customers, you know, they can't be wrong. Viia is changing the game in natural wellness, combining high-quality hemp-derived ingredients with powerful cannabinoids to create real effect-driven results, not just, you know, fancy packaging and empty promises. They've got a product for everybody, for everything. If you need to relax, if you need to focus, daily wellness, whatever, okay? You don't have to jump through hoops. You don't have to get some weird doctor's note. Viia legally ships nationwide discreetly because, let's be real, your nosy neighbors don't need to know your business. No medical card required, no sketchy parking lot meetups, just straight to your door with a worry-free guarantee. So if you're 21 or over, treat yourself to Viia's annual Spring 420 sale. Black Friday level savings up to 35% off site-wide right now, up to 50% off packs and bundles, and get a free gift plus more savings with your first order using our exclusive code BIBLE. If you're 21 or over, check out the link to Viia in our description and treat yourself to Viia's annual Spring 420 sale. Black Friday level savings up to 35% site-wide right now, up to 50% off packs and bundles, and get a free gift plus more savings with your first order using our exclusive code BIBLE, plus enjoy free shipping on orders over $100. That's code BIBLE at the link in our description. After you purchase, they ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Enhance your everyday with Viia. Pregunta. There is a neighbor of mine. They live, you know, just a hop, skip, and a jump away from me. And the house is beautiful. Okay, I'd like to just start with that. It's a very pretty house. Love it. Almost bought it. Looked at it. Cute. I'm such a fucking cunt. I cannot stand myself. They have had a pumpkin motif on their front porch for the entirety of the year. Like since Halloween, it is fucking April. Is it March or is it April? It is fucking April. They still have pumpkins outside of their house. And, you know, it's a beautiful house. It's well kept, beautiful landscaping. And every time I drive by, I have to grip my steering wheel because I want to run the pumpkins over. There's a theme here. And I just get irritated because I feel like they're cheapening the neighborhood and they're not following the rules of the homeowners association. I don't know if that's true because are pumpkins considered like landscaping, or is that like porch decor? It feels seasonal to me. I do believe that my neighborhood, I'm sorry, I had a stroke. Toast? Is someone making toast? I do feel that there is some type of rule in the neighborhood that you're not allowed to have Christmas lights after January 7th. I feel like I heard that somewhere. So why, oh why, are pumpkins allowed in the heat of springtime? Okay, first of all, we have a lot of animal life in this neighborhood, so it's a safety hazard. It attracts mountain lions, which are killers, the silent killers, okay? It is fucking April. You want to hit us with some eggs, some bunnies, hopping on the lawn? Don't love it, but we'll take it. I don't get why you think it is socially acceptable to still have fucking pumpkins outside your front door and on your little rocking chair. There's 3 pumpkins, okay? And surely pumpkins go bad. So are we replacing these pumpkins with fresh pumpkins? Where does one even find or acquire a pumpkin in April? Are you watering your pumpkins? Why are the pumpkins, are they fake pumpkins? That's even worse. That's even worse. Now, if I was just a little bit broken and Clyde was just a little bit older, I would get him a balaclava, okay? Is that what it's called? A baklava. What are those ski masks, okay? And I'd pay him $20 to get on a Razor scooter, scoot down the street, and hijack those fucking pumpkins for good. Because it's unacceptable. And I want to write an anonymous letter and just be like, dude, get rid of your fucking pumpkins. Should I put a nativity scene out tomorrow? It's not and she's got these like, oh, well, I don't want to get too into it because then I'm going to get really, really specific, but it's April. And if you have pumpkins on your fucking front porch in your entryway, everybody you know is talking shit about you. Speaking of which, oh my God, at breakfast this morning, after I called Cassidy a cocksucker, I had a beautiful breakfast with like my pseudo father-in-law, Peter, my dad, my grandma, Gloria, Andrew, Baba Cloyd. And we're just, spitfiring, talking shit as one does on God's day. And I had this amazing idea for a birthday dinner party theme, and I'm going to do it. Okay. I always I dabble with like making everyone watch Real Housewives or Steel Magnolias or Tu Wong Fu or just like some other very niche, only enjoyable for me situation for my loved ones. Okay. This year, I am going to have a very small, very intimate core crew gridlock dinner party that will be as follows. Okay. I'm going to have all of my favorite foods, all of my favorite things, just like gorgeous appetizers, a gorgeous coursed meal. I'm talking 15 people tops, maybe 18. Okay. The golden number, August 18th. Put it in your calendars. Okay. I'm going to get a P.O. box, send gifts and stem cells and carrots and igloo coolers and pumpkins. I want pumpkins and bucks. Okay. Everybody's going to come into my home. Okay. I'm going to find David, the Uber driver. I'm going to get him topless. Okay. To serve little mini teenies, half teenies, right when you walk in, and maybe like a potato chip with a little dollop of caviar, just as to wet the whistle. Okay. I want everyone to come as they're most comfortable. I will be in a sensible pajama set, as previously discussed, with stem cells on my face. Upon entry, everybody has to write down somebody, okay? Just somebody that we all know that they fucking hate, okay? Because I've got a small ongoing list of people that are nowhere near my like tight group of friends, but peripheral, see them peripheral. I can't get that word right to save my life. People that you see at a party, people that you see at a barbecue, people that you see at a wedding, okay, that we all kind of know. Now, all of the people on my list are, to the naked, uninformed, unselective eye, perfectly fine, nothing to write home about, nothing like overtly irritating or volatile about these people. But I have a bone to pick, and I've got years of psychoanalyzing just why they bring so little to the table. So I want everyone to come in. And I should say this. I'm the cunt in my friend group. That's what I'm bringing to the table. All of my close friends, don't listen to this podcast. They're so over me. It's unbelievable. They've got it. You know what I mean? They're getting it in real time. They don't ever need to listen to this. It's a big eye roll for them. And I like that. I find it to be quite refreshing. These are all like highly, like lovely, smart, successful, intellectual. Like I would say that my friends are surprising. They have amazing senses of humor, but I am kind of the lone cunt in the crew. I wear it so well, and I think that through osmosis, I'm cunty enough for all of us. And it's a lot to carry on these brittle, gaunt shoulders, but I'm happy to do it. Everybody, you need one in a friend group. And we'll get there after a few cocktails in a safe environment. Like I break everybody one by one, but it's definitely like most of it falls on my shoulders. So I want everyone to come in and write down a person or a thing, if you really can't think of anyone, because I've got a couple friends that are like, won't want to say anything bad about anyone, which is boring. And then we're going to sit down for beautiful cocktails and appetizers. And we're each going to pick a name, and we're going to write down who we think wrote that person down. Okay? Everyone's going to get a cute little moleskin. We're all going to write down who we think it was. Brenda. Who picked Brenda? We write it down. Then we'll move on to dinner. I'm thinking I love a skirt or a flank steak, or maybe I like a skirt steak with a little chimichurri. It's summertime. It's light. It's bright. Gorgeous salad, sides, maybe a branzino, maybe a sea bass, and then tons of desserts. Then we're going to go around the table. We're all going to say who we thought everybody picked. And then we're going to open it up to a bit of a shit-talking Socratic seminar, okay, in a very safe environment. And we're going to debate whether this person deserves the bowl of hate or not. And whoever wrote this person, they're going to plead their case. They're going to say why they hate this person so much. And it's just going to be a beautiful... We're just all going to talk shit about people. And maybe that's toxic, but I can't imagine anything more fun. And these are people that are not part of it. You know what I mean? They'd never be invited in any form. It's just maybe you went to high school with a girl named Katrina that you've been holding on to a grudge for 2 decades. And maybe you want to tell the closest people to you why Katrina's a cunt. And it doesn't matter that she joined the Peace Corps. Is it corpse or core? Hey, Andrew? Is it the Peace Corps or the Peace Corps? Is it the Peace Corps or the Peace Corps? Come here. Bye-bye, Cloyd. Andrew. The organization where people go and champion for peace and rights. Is it the Peace Corp or the Peace Corps?
The Peace Corps.
Corporation.
C-O-R-P-S.
The Peace Corps. Okay. It doesn't matter that she fosters dogs. Okay. We don't care. We just are going to talk about it. That sounds like the best time. That sounds unbelievable. It's going to start at 5 and it's going to end at 9, depending on how deep in the trenches we're going to get. To sit at a table across from my 95-year-old grandma and hear about her vengeance with, her neighbor Roseanne from Encino. I want to talk about that for hours. I want to know why my grandma hates her old neighbor. You know what I mean? I want to get into it. Why? How? Should we egg her house? I don't know. Should we call David, load in the Uber, and egg this bitch's grave? I don't know. It's me. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. This week's episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Therapy can feel like a big investment, especially when traditional in-person sessions can cost anywhere from $100 to $250 per session. Just think of how many purses you could buy with that kind of money. Luckily, with BetterHelp Online Therapy, you can save an average of 50% per session. With BetterHelp, you pay a flat fee for weekly sessions, saving you big on cost and on time. Therapy should feel accessible, not like a luxury. With online therapy, you get quality care at a price that makes sense and can help you with anything from anxiety to everyday stress. And that's something no amount of Birkins can fix, okay? Therapy is great for so many reasons. It gives you coping skills if you're going through a hard time. It can help you set better boundaries, empower you to be the best version of yourself. BetterHelp is the perfect place to start if you are considering therapy. That is where I started, and now I'm just like a beacon of wellness and self-care, and I just can't endorse it enough. They serve over 5 million people worldwide. You have access to a diverse network of more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties. Best of all, you can switch therapists anytime at no extra cost. Your well-being is worth it. Visit BetterHelp.com/BitchBible to get 10% off your first month. That is BetterHelp, HELP.com/BitchBible. Not to be dramatic, but I'd sell my soul for shoes that don't feel like medieval torture devices. My feet hurt, my back hurts, but here's the problem, okay? My patience for ugly orthopedic shoes doesn't exist Don't know her. Let me tell you, G-Defy shoes, G as in gravity, defy as in defy pain, have been a total lifesaver for my feet, knees, and back. These shoes are made for people who are on their feet all day. Moms, nurses, teachers, Pasadena antiquers, you name it. They have this patented VersoShock technology that absorbs shock, helps align your whole body, and reduce pain from running, walking, and standing. You will feel the difference immediately, like no more aching feet after a long day. Your knees won't feel like they're 90 years old anymore. And yes, they're cute, okay? Not like those clunky old orthopedic shoes. You can pop them on with some leggings, jeans, a dress, who knows? Go to gdefy.com and use the code BITCH for 30% off orders over $120 or text the word BITCH to 91888. That is gdefy.com, code BITCH. You're welcome. Oh my God, something else happened this week that was so fun. Moments of humility with Jackie. Boop. Okay, so last week at the farmer's market, I mean, it's just so embarrassing. I'm such a fucking idiot. What a cocksucker. I was with my cousins, and my cousin was wearing this really cute shirt. And I was like, Alana, where'd you get that shirt? And she's like, oh my God, you're never going to believe it. I got it on Amazon. She sent me the link. I bought 14 of them. And this comes as a shock to no one. I'm not a free people client. We'll just say that. You know, I don't waltz into a free people. I might have stepped into a free people 3 times in the past 10 years. You know, I might find my way there for a scrunchie. I think the last time I was there, I bought lots of scrunchies. They had a great deal. It was like 3 for $10. Scrunchies. I was like, get her, girl, get them. Get those scrunchies, baby. So I ordered this cute top, and last week it was raining, and I went to the mall. And I was wearing my Amazon striped top, and I was really excited about it. It was like $15.99. I got it overnighted in like 47 colors because, you know, we buy in bulk over here. And I go into Free People because I'm just like buying time. You know, I'm one with the wind. I'm going to go to Wetzel's Pretzels. I'm popping into a Free People. I had seen this girl, and she was wearing this really cute, like oversized t-shirt at Pilates. And I was like, where'd you get your t-shirt? She's like, Free People. And I'm like, I'm going to the mall today. I'm going to get it. So I go into Free People, and I'm just perusing, feeling very bohemian. Okay. I walked into that Free People, and I'm like, should I start ponting? Like, I'm into like ceramics all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Get me to Tulum. I'm at Free People, sluts. And I'm shopping around, doing my thing, just giggling. And I look and I see my top. Okay. But what I didn't realize is that I am wearing a fake Free People, fast fashion, child labor, Jeff Bezos, Free People, fraudulent, fake top. And I looked at the salesperson because it's clearly not the same top. Like, this is like an what would we call it? Like a burgundy stripe. Mine is more of like a diarrhea burgundy stripe. The color's a little off. I held eye contact with the salesperson, and she looked at me like this. Like not a smirk, but like a knowing, disappointed half smile with just like an air of, you're that girl. And I was shook. I felt dirty. Okay. I felt dirty. I was disappointed. I was embarrassed. I didn't want to beeline out because I wanted to marinate in my filth, you know, like I haven't had that experience, and it was lost on me. I didn't know what I was walking into, and the shame that gangbanged me from all of those people at that Free People. It was a small one. They all knew that I was wearing a fake Free People fast fashion version of a shirt that really only costs $40. Okay. So I'm only really shaving off $13 or so. And I walked out of there with a little less sparkle in my eyes. And it was a grounding experience that I am grateful for. I immediately group texted my sister, my cousins, and I was like, oh my God, I just walked into Free People in my fake Free People shirt. And I mean, the judgment, I feel dirty. My sister's like, I'm surprised you didn't ask to use the PA system and announce to everybody that you're wearing a fake Free People shirt. And I was like, well, I wanted to, but I didn't feel like that was my target demographic. I didn't think it was going to land. In a normal situation, I'd be like, Amazon. It was Amazon. It was overnighted to me. I got it last night. It's falling apart at the seams and it smells like plastic, but God, I love a deal. And I looked around. I'm like, you know what? The Free People are not for me. I'm not going to sit well in this scenario. So I need to exit stage left, and maybe I feel more at home at a Zara, perhaps. You know, Free People is, do I want to be nice or do I want to be a cunt? It's kind of a self-righteous store. It feels like it's a little too Coachella general admission, but it's because they say they like camping. If that makes sense to you, but really they don't. And they're the first person to like lube up someone's wrist and like slip on a VIP and then like hit you with a peace sign and a fucking Instagram Snapchat. I don't fuck with the Free People crowd. Now I've said it. Oh man, we took a few weeks off, but we're back, baby. It ain't looking good for Blake Lively. It's not looking good. So this article came out a couple days ago. They're calling it the smoking gun. It's not great. So an interview resurfaced from the Simple Favor press tour where Blake Lively says that she improvised a scene with her co-star. Does she play Emily? I think that's her character's name. I liked A Simple Favor. I thought it was fun. I thought it was like campy and fun, and I liked the costumes, and I will watch the next one. I look forward to it. She says that during a scene, she grabbed her co-star's balls pretty aggressively, and it's... two things can be true at the same time. I don't know. It's just not great for this type of a sexual harassment case to then have an interview clip where you humorously admit that you improvised grabbing someone's balls pretty hard during a scene. The interview from, I don't know, it's probably like 5-6 years ago. The director, Paul Feig, said, one of my favorite additions that you came up with, grabbing his nuts. You really went for it too. Talking about Blake Lively. And Blake Lively says, that's always awkward. Hey, nice to meet you. Can I grab your nuts really hard? Not because I want to, but because I feel like my character Emily would. Her admitting to grabbing, genitalia and it not being part of the script is not great for her case. Especially because, if Justin Baldoni had grabbed her tits or something, that would be insane. It is a bit of a double standard. It is a bit of a double standard. Okay, I'm sorry. Revoke my feminist badge. But if you're accusing someone without concrete facts, and then you have concrete facts of what you're accusing somebody else of. It's layered. It's awkward. Can we just settle this and keep it fucking moving? Because it's not good. It's not good. Oh, also, just an FYI, remember when I made everybody go run out to Trader Joe's and buy those tomato leaf candles? A lot of people have been sending me photos that the candles are blowing up and causing small fires. So just be careful. These days, it can feel like there's no price difference in eating out or staying in. And to make matters worse, there's so many unhealthy options out there to sift through. Home Chef can help you save money and eat healthier with their fresh, delicious meal kits delivered straight to your door. Home Chef delivers fresh ingredients and chef-designed recipes conveniently to your doorstep to simplify your cooking experience. Users of leading meal kits have rated Home Chef #1 in quality, convenience, value, taste, and recipe ease. Whether you prefer classic meal kits with pre-portioned ingredients, quick 30-minute recipes, oven-ready options, microwave meals, or a dedicated family menu, Home Chef has everything you and your family need for hassle-free, delicious dinners. Home Chef has over 30 options a week and serves a variety of dietary needs. Plus, it's economical. Home Chef customers save an average of $86 per month on groceries. Okay. I love Home Chef. It fits into my busy schedule. The dishes are delish. Last week, I made the walnut rosemary yellowtail and mashed cauliflower. It was to die for. For a limited time, Home Chef is offering my listeners 50% off and free shipping for your first box, plus free dessert for life. Go to homechef.com/Bible. That is homechef.com/Bible for 50% off your first box and free dessert for life. Homechef.com/Bible. Must be an active subscriber to receive free dessert. Another reason to call the cops. I am contemplating taking Clyde to Disneyland. I need a guide. I need a hotel room so I can deep breathe into a paper bag. I need alcohol. I have thought about how to smuggle alcohol into Disneyland for a very long time. I am aware that they serve alcohol at California Adventure. They do not serve alcohol at the regular old Disneyland, okay? So what I was thinking is wearing an oversized bra and I've really thought about this so many times, double bagging like Ziploc, vodka in Ziploc, and then almost as if it's like a chicken cutlet breast, like push-up thing. What are they called? I wouldn't know because my tits are huge. But you know, like those things that you put in your bra to make your boobs look bigger? What if you just take little Ziplocs of vodka and you put it in the under tit of your oversized bra, and then you get like a frozen lemonade and then you funnel it in? Let's talk about child leashes for a second, because I floated this idea in front of family and friends recently and they were like, a leash for your child? What are they, a dog? And I said, no, my dog is better behaved than my child. So I wouldn't need to put a leash on Richard, but Clyde, I don't know what he's going to be like. If it's a backpack with a tether, does that sound better? I am for child leashes, not around the neck, but Clyde's girthy in the stomach area. I feel like a backpack with a retractable tether is a vibe, and I don't know where they got such a bad rep. I'm not going to put him in a Balenciaga harness yet until he turns 7 or 8, but I just think it would be nice. Otherwise, backpacks have little handles on them. So that's essentially just an arm leash. I'm into tethering children. If I could wear a cute little belt, okay, with like a rotating tether, like a volleyball, what is it called? Tetherball. That's what it's called. I'm the pole. The belt is the string and Clyde is the ball. Like if he could rotate around me in a 5-mile radius, I think that's sensible. I just don't know. It's a weird age because he'll be 2 at the end of July, so he's still pretty young to go. But I'm thinking like every day truly is a winding road. And like some days I think he would lose his fucking mind and be so happy Mother of the Year. I mean, I'd be miserable. Like I'm not a Disney mom, thank God. Like I'm not going to walk around with the little ears, except I 100% am. I'm going to go on Etsy. I'm going to try to find like some Swarovski, like Paco Rabanne inspired Disney ears. And, I want to do the whole thing. Clyde is I'm so obsessed with him today. I cannot get enough of his body and his hair that we just find like pieces of food in there all the time. Like I found an unidentified substance in his ringlet this morning. And you know what I did? I took it, I pinched it out with my fingers and then I took a big sniff and I thought about saving it. That's where I'm at. I thought about saving it. Like, I want to keep his hair in a little bag in my pillowcase and smell it before I go to sleep. I want to take his boogers and put them in a vial and wear it in a like diamond encrusted choker around my neck. I want to live in his undercarriage. I want to eat every single one of his fingers, his phalanges. I want to baste him. I want to slow baste him in an herb compound garlic butter. Okay. Fire up the grill, hold a luau party, and literally skewer him like a fucking pig with an apple in his mouth. I want to go to Zanku Chicken. It's a franchise. I want to buy a Zanku chicken, okay? And I want to skewer his ass up and slow roast him and serve him over tabbouleh with a garlic sauce and pickled fucking turnips, and then just take his sweat and mop it up with a homemade naan pita bread. That's how I'm feeling about him right now. I can't take it. He wakes up with boogers in his eyebrows, and I want to shave them off and make eyelash extensions out of them. I could just keep going. I could do 3.5 hours talking about all the ways that I'm so obsessed with him. I can't, I'm in love with him. It is toxic, okay? Toxic. I am obsessed in love, want to marry him, okay? Want to marry him. I want to do a seductive photo shoot, just me and him, like on the beach somewhere, just rolling in the sand, enveloped in each other's arms with like a single sheet of chiffon in the background that Andrew's holding off camera. So anyways, okay, it's time for a little pop culture news. Am I right? I asked ChatGPT, what are the top pop culture news stories for the week? Val Kilmer's passing. That's a buzzkill. R.I.P. Val. I'm so desensitized. I don't mean to laugh. It's terribly traumatic. I just, another day, another Shiva. So I'm very sorry about that. This is trauma. The K-pop industry faced significant scrutiny this week. Leaked videos allegedly showed Blackpink members Jennie, Lisa, and Rose, formerly known as Rose. I don't know if it's Rose or Rose, using the N-word during pre-debut training, prompting calls for apologies from fans. Ooh. Also, they are under fire for a live stream where members of Blackpink donned culturally insensitive attire, leading to accusations of cultural appropriation. I want to deep dive what that cultural appropriation is, because before I throw stones in a very glass house, a la my upcoming alleged tour, I think there's variations of cultural appropriation. As someone who grew up in the early 2000s and attended a Pilgrim Hose and Native American Bros party in high school, it's a slippery slope. Also in fourth and fifth grade, I was the shining star of a assembly. Is that what it's called? Yes. An assembly. The multicultural performances, dances from all over the world. And, you can close your eyes and use your imagination, but it's not good, guys. And the worst part is that, oh God, I'm just foaming at the mouth. My parents videotaped the whole thing with a tripod. And while you're watching me culturally appropriate just every possible, I hit them all. I'm traveling across the globe, taking names and shimmying my tits. My whole family has red cups, and you can see my parents like pouring alcohol, like margaritas at the school performance, because it was probably a Friday and it was bumping into their date night. So they just decided to bring the whole family and margaritas. So that was cool. I always knew how to find my family. anytime, anywhere. If it was a recital, an assembly, whatever, if it was like past the hours of 3 p.m., I would just look for those red cups. I'm like, there's grandma, you know? So cute. What else? Debbie Gibson's upcoming memoir, Who the Fuck Cares? Who the fuck cares? Ewan McGregor returns to UK theater. How will I sleep? And on that note, I'm going to go watch White Lotus because I cannot be on my fucking phone for the next 4 hours because I already know that people in New York on the East Coast are watching White Lotus, and you've got one dumb fuck girl you went to high school with who's going to, you know, put on her Instagram story the grand finale of who dies before anyone else can fucking see it. There's always one fucking bitch, okay, that ruins the whole series because she got trigger happy, because she's having rosé with her gal pals and wants to get on the gram with her sepia filter. It's so annoying. So we'll have to debrief on it next week, or we just won't, because by that time it'll be so beat to filth and everyone else is going to talk about it. This has happened like 18 times in the past 24 hours. Every time I'm around like a different group of people, I'm like, White Lotus, am I right? So annoying. And they're like, what do you think is going to happen? I'm like, I have some theories, some good ones. And they're like, what is it? And I'm like, okay, well, I think someone's going to die. And they're like, for sure. We fucking know that. I'm like, and it's not the sun. And they're like, yeah, no, bitch, we fucking know that. We saw it in the first episode. I'm like, okay. I just think that they're going to call the cops. Like, I have a lot of theories in my head, but I don't know how to like verbally explain them to anyone. So maybe I don't really have theories and I just want to sound like I have theories, because my theories are just like sprinklings of theories that I've heard other people say on TikTok, but they don't really align or connect. So I haven't really settled on one. I do think 3 people are going to die because there is like a theme of 3. The 3 siblings, bad things happen in 3. I don't actually think it's going to be the security guard. It's too obvious. It's building up that he's going to be the one to either shoot or die. Lisa might be a little assassin from the side because she's not getting a lot of airtime, but she does seem, maybe she's involved in the robbery and she's playing the security guard like a fucking fiddle, like a little cock tease, a cultural appropriation cock tease, which, by the way, if you want to have the time of your life, listen to Lisa Rockstar. I feel like I've already said this 14 times. It's a bop. If you think that I don't fucking roll the windows down, whipping and nay-naying through my fucking neighborhood, okay, taking pictures of the pumpkin harvest scape so that I can submit a claim and a complaint to the homeowners association, listening to Lisa's Rockstar, you're dead fucking wrong. It's so good. It's so good. And not to brag, but like I did sit across from her, like in the second row at the Louis Vuitton fashion show, like just with my pink eye. So like I could have given black, pink eye if I just lunged across. I think she might be a sneaky little bitch. Yeah. And that's my only theory. I do think that the cops are going to come probably for the burglary, and then everyone thinks the cops are coming for them. So like Ratcliffe's, like he thinks it's coming for him. There's definitely something with the smoothie, but maybe is that too on the nose? The smoothie and like the poisonous fruit smoothie. There's always smoothie. So many smoothies with that blender. Lots of blender airplay. Is it a ninja? We don't know. I have to go now. Have an amazing week. I had a great time. Love you. Goodbye.